Hi, and this is John Cairns, the Campaign Coordinator with Scottish CND. And just now I'm with Kath at the Faslane Peace Camp, which is about to start celebrating its 40th anniversary. So Kath, what are you hoping to achieve with the 40th anniversary?
Okay, so Faslane Peace Camp has been here since 1982. It's the oldest continually occupied peace camp in the world, I think. I'm really new here. I only came after COP26 and came to visit and fell in love with the place. So I'm really excited that I've come in the 40th year. If you've ever wanted to visit Faslane and you haven't, then this is a really good time to come. We're working really hard to make the site a really welcoming place. We have the peace tree that was planted in 1985 by the Hiroshima survivors that I find very touching.
Will we succeed?
Will we succeed in getting rid of nuclear weapons?
Yes.
That's a really good question when you're sat right next to the base. That has really focused my mind. My mum's been a peace protester the whole of my life and been involved with CND and Women's League for Peace and Freedom. So I see this as a battle that's been going on a long, long time, right back before the First World War. The women were talking about this and being ignored in that argument. It's a really interesting position being next to the base because they're normal people doing their jobs and they think that they're trying to keep us safe, but the amount of money that's being spent on nuclear weapons that could change people's lives in this country, which by the way voted against having nuclear weapons on its soil and was overridden, is unique in the TPNW countries for having nuclear weapons posted against the will of its people. It produces quite a lot of nuclear waste that's in the water that I paddle in most days. Faslane's right across from the Gairloch, so we go and paddle in the water. And we get a 2 police boat escort every morning and 2 police cars coming along, which is great, and we love talking to them, but that's a lot of money that's being spent in watching maybe 5 protesters. So I think it's interesting, the juxtaposition of the amount that's spent on the military. I always say that there's probably several millions spent on that base every year.
Yeah.
Compared to what Faslane survives on, which is £10 a week on the kitty. But I think that we can talk to them and we can work together to have a more peaceful future that doesn't rely on nuclear weapons and the risk of fiery death for everyone within several hundred miles as a method of deterrence.
Absolutely, and let's hope that happens soon. So just to pick up on what Kath was saying there, as part of the 40th anniversary, please come down and meet them. Please come down and take part in the protest, and let's get rid of nuclear weapons.